Look at the Cardinals all standing in a two-point stance on the third down. Here comes the blitz. Newton puts it up. He's got a man, and he completes it. Steve Smith is going all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. 77 yards. Cam Newton's first touchdown pass of the NFL.
And they were wondered if Cam would be affected by pressure and movement. He does a great job here, allowing the offensive line to work for him with all of the stand-up defenders. He just reads the coverage and sees Steve Smith going right down the sideline. It looked like there was a mistake happened in the secondary.
Pump fake. Newton puts it up to the end zone. Steve Smith. He's got it for a touchdown. He held on. Three tight ends in again on second and goal. Newton dives. And he's in. Touchdown. The big body went over the top, and Cam Newton with his first NFL touchdown. Three wide receivers. Olsen, the tight end motion. Newton's got it, and he's got a big hole. Cam Newton taking off. Will they get him? Touchdown! .49-yard touchdown run by Cam Newton. That's a high. And there's some high fives for another Christmas gift. Chris takes off. What a fake this is.
And it's the zone read, reading the defensive end again. He pulls it from Jonathan Stewart. And watch his awareness once he gets through the line of scrimmage. He's looking left, he's looking right, and once he feels that there's no one collapsing on him, he's taking it to the house for 6 points.
Everyone was in trouble. Newton running. Newton gets to the corner. Cam down the sideline. Cam Newton. Hesitation. Still on his feet. Cam Newton. Touchdown, Carolina. What a play. The zone read for the quarterback. Look at that right there. Look at that gap that's created. And a nice block at the point of attack by Greg Olsen. Now watch downfield. Cam hesitates wide to set up that right there. The block by Steve Smith, number 89.
Rob Trzynski calling the plays. This is third and goal from the Raiders 3. Newton. Gonna try to run it, and he's in. Late marker thrown right at the goal line.
I think it's again one of those situations where the linemen, it looks like the Panthers are celebrating.
Holding. Defense over 52. That penalty decline. Touchdown.
I thought we were looking at a Panthers holding call right there.
And there's the pass into the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. Greg Olsen become old reliable for this Carolina team, and the tight end, and a great pickup. First down, and plenty of time. And going deep into the end zone, and the pass caught by Ginn for the touchdown.
Ted Ginn running by Justin Rogers for the touchdown. He's been by him about 3 times today.
Blitz coming. Newton to the end zone. Touchdown, Brandon LaFell. Ball to the Giants 20, and Newton looking to the end zone. Touchdown a second time for Brandon LaFell. Quarterback draw, and Newton powers his way into the end zone. My, oh my. Play fake, looking for Ginn in the end zone. Touchdown. Ginn has been, since the day he walked out of Ohio State, One of the fastest, if not the fastest.
Newton with time gets away, and he's in for the touchdown. There's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Contact to the head of the quarterback. Defense. If it's on the play, it's a touchdown.
There you go.
15-yard penalty will be administered on the kickoff.
Olsen, the tight end on the move, will set up to the left. And Cam Newton will keep it. And Cam Newton on a tear again inside the 10-yard line. 19 yards by the Panthers. Newton, shotgun, running out of time and probably running again. And Cam Newton, touchdown. Carolina.
Third down, blitz coming again. And Newton still on his feet. Still looking around. How about that play by Cam Newton? And that is a first down to Smith to the 42. Manura, where they thought they had it.
Well, 3 and 4 and 5 people had a chance at him here. Manura has a shot in there. Then obviously Warlow also. This is Roethlisberger-esque in terms of the size and power of Cam Newton to fight his way out of the.
And now Newton to run it. And he will find the end zone.
Did that during his Tampa days as well, playing in the same division. Newton taking a shot downfield towards Smith, who's got it on Talib. Across midfield, and a Panther first down, gain of 43.
And Carolina knew it.
3rd and 7, Nate Ebner again in to bother Olsen off the line of scrimmage. Newton is chased, got away from Ninkovich, dancing, gets away from Chandler Jones, setting up space. There goes Cam. Add to the highlight reel that one. Newton to midfield.
That might be the greatest play I've seen Cam Newton make in a long time. Down to 7. He drops back to pass. Nobody's open. He makes 1 Patriot miss. He makes 2 Patriot misses. There's Chandler Jones. That's 3, and he takes off, and he has enough energy left in the tank to get the first down. That's why I drive my car home at night with memories or nightmares of Cam Newton. That's unbelievable. They love Steve Smith out of the stack.
A lot of backup corners in there for the Patriots. Newton fires, end zone. Touchdown to the tight end, Greg Olsen.
A lot of weapons here in Carolina. And Cam Newton is getting better and better at using all of them. Zone coverage again.
Again, with the win, the sack would be really big here. With a 4-man pass rush. Newton firing. It is caught on the run again. Inside the 10. 10 again. Carolina. Touchdown.
Newton's throw on target. Steve Smith is still going. Up near the 40, first down Panthers. Jonathan Stewart, the back. Cam Newton has it, floats it, end zone, touchdown, Greg Olsen. And Carolina is on top. What a clutch drive. Pressure picked up for the moment. Cam's got a hole. There he goes. And he's still going. Down the sideline. Cam Newton to the 15 of Tampa Bay.
Watch this lane given up. Adrian Claiborne comes flying inside on a pass rush stunt, opens up the edge for Cam Newton, and he is going to give it about 2 seconds, and if he sees an opening.
But he's got Cam Newton, and he can run it, he can throw it. He's got it, straight ahead dive, ball's out, Bucks have it. It's a touchdown. It was ruled a touchdown as soon as Cam crossed the goal line. Even though the ball came out, and the booth will review it.
Absolutely. You said it. And let's just watch the tip of the football. It's just got across the vertical plane of the goal line. Oh, that's easy. Yep. Touchdown.
And the official quickly ruled touchdown.
Look at the athleticism of Cam Newton. Are you kidding me?
From the 36 of the Bucks. Cam Newton sideline and open. He's got it. 10 again for a touchdown, Carolina.
Blitz coming. Newton gets around it. Pass is caught for the touchdown. Picks it.
All kinds of time. Firing, bullet, end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown. Greg Olsen.
Protection for Newton. Going for it all. And the pass caught for the touchdown, Steve Smith.
Back. Time throws towards the end zone. Touchdown. Jason Avant.
Newton getting time, going down. Wide open is Benjamin for the touchdown. What a rocket. What a rocket Cam Newton threw.
One way, the other way to Philly Brown. A block by Newton on Lance Briggs. Oh, my.
Get it to Reeves, to Philly Brown. Lays that hit. Good block there by Khalil. There it is. You want to get your quarterback involved now.
He's our offensive coordinator. First and goal. Newton to the end zone, and that is a touchdown for Greg Olsen.
Kyle Fuller.
They got Benjamin down there isolated on Fuller.
One-on-one.
And they go to their money man, Olsen, for the touchdown. Cam Newton keeps big hole. Cam Newton, and yes, the touchdown Panthers.
Deep drop. Newton pulls the trigger on a deep ball. It's caught! Oh, what a grab by Benjamin!
Watch Olsen lined up a slot to the right. Newton spins away. He's got open space. Reaches for the pylon, and it's a touchdown. Watch his right knee that touches out of bounds, but I believe the pylon, there's contact there first.
These players all love football. They believe in the details, and it shows.
3rd and 19. Newton another deep ball shot. And this one is caught. Second touchdown in as many drives to Kelvin Benjamin. And it tightens up to 45-20.
That is his longest run this season. 15 yards. Looking for Benjamin. And it is a touchdown. A juggling reception. Great coverage by True Fun, but it's a touchdown. Play action looking for a bundle to Philly Brown. And that is a touchdown. Low snap, and Newton dives over the top. He reaches across for a Carolina touchdown.
So once the ball breaks the plane, that is the end of the play. Breaks the plane right there and comes back, and then the fumbles.
And he likes going to Benjamin, but his most reliable target today has been Patry. He's in the slot.
Slot to the right. Newton thinking about scrambling, trying to avoid, throws on the right. Pass is complete to Stewart, and the Panthers retake the lead.
Newton going for it all. End zone wide open. Touchdown. Ted Ginn Jr. In the backfield. Newton on the quarterback draw, diving into the end zone for the touchdown.
Greg, he really was Superman on that play. See, he plants his foot, he goes airborne.
And Raheem Moore, not a prayer to stop him. Two to play in the fourth quarter. Cam Newton, play fake, with time, going for it all, to the end zone. Touchdown! Billy Brown.
Cam Newton has it, and he's going to keep it. No flip, touchdown Panthers.
Play clock winding down, they get to play off. Newton steps up, throws for the end zone. Olsen, touchdown! How about that? Another 80-yard touchdown drive. 4 of them in the game for Carolina.
And I love it.
Tolbert is the back. Newton will keep it. And Cam reaches across for the touchdown.
For Cam Newton, gutsy play. He's going to reach this ball over the goal line, but I guess when you have hands like this, you just do whatever you got to do. Clearly cross.
Needs to get to the 30 to keep the drive going. More rush. Camp shot downfield. Ginn breaks free. And Ted Ginn caught it the 40-yard line.
Unbelievable that Greg Kohler would bite.
Folks bringing pressure this time. Newton nowhere to go, but he got away from Billy Wynn. He got the first down with a leap over Darius Butler.
All Cam backers come right up the middle. They have Cam Newton with nowhere to go.
Dixon goes from wide out to be in that back spot up top for Olsen. Brought it down. Touchdown, Carolina.
Start thinking it's a zone read, and they run.
Olsen rolling through that, coming in to this one. Newton looking corner end zone. Brown. Touchdown. Carolina.
Cam Newton.
First down. Newton's going to take care of the middle of the field and get knocked down near the 10. 3rd and 16. Listen to the Packer fans making the noise. Newton is going to throw in wide open Patry. Absolutely left alone and brought down at the 15. First down and goal. Newton's going to take it and score the touchdown over the top. Fifth of the year for Cam Newton. Last Sunday night. Newton keeps it and just heaves it down the middle for Funchess, and the rookie's got it. with Randall all over him. 52 yards for the perfect throw with Cam Newton. Newton, end zone, touchdown, Olsen. Third down and 7, blitz. Panthers pick it up. End zone, flag, touchdown, Carolina, Corey Brown. Newton slings it, punches, touchdown. Third down and goal. Gonna reach over, and it is a touchdown. So add another to that list for Cam Newton.
And Avery Williamson had had enough.
And now you can add another. Funches with a touchdown, the second of his career. Funches goes up to get it, and that's the first down to the 14-yard line. Tell you what.
And a first and goal. And it's Cam Newton tumbling in for another touchdown. The first offensive touchdown of this game.
Well, the Cowboys said it many times, they'll say it one more time. They were hoping that Carolina would make the mistakes, but the
one down here. Newton's looking that way, and now fires for Ginn downfield. Touchdown, Ted Ginn. And just like that, Carolina back on top. Newton's got 4 on the day. His great year continues. 2nd and 9. Newton, end zone, touchdown, Katchery. And the Panthers go back on top. 15 yards on another laser from number 1.
A lot of time airing it out, looking for
Ginn. He's got it. There's a flag, but he's going to go. Touchdown, and let's wait on the penalty. 74 yards if it stands.
delayed blitz, protected, airs it deep. There's Ginn. He's got it. Touchdown. So they check on Olsen. And a 2nd and goal with 22 seconds to go. Newton zips it in, and we've got a touchdown. Ed Dixon, the backup tight end. Penalty coming in. So hang on.
It's this week. The name Brett Favre was on my notes when it came to Cam Newton. You look at the tremendous catch, but the reason why, when I played against Brett Favre, the velocity that he threw the ball with in the end zone. That's how you get it in those tight windows. That ball has some cheese on it. Cam Newton firing, and these Carolina Panthers receiving targets have learned how to catch it.
Former Jet. Steeler as well. Pass caught by Funches. And the rookie is in for the touchdown.
He just continues to have trust in him.
Here's one for Brown. Touchdown. Corey Brown in the 4th of the day for Cam Newton.
Play clock at 1. Snap it. Newton gonna run it. Look at end zone. Touchdown. Your screen, so that's great news for them. Here, a 3rd down and 8. Newton. Got to throw, looking around, maybe run, and can't wrap him up. He's still going, fighting forward, and he's close to a first down. He's like a Mack truck. And now the spot. My goodness.
This is the NFL. You're not supposed to be able to do that. The old saying, a man amongst boys, unbelievable.
And here comes Cam Newton going into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. That's when you talk about 11 men on offense you have to cover. And Cam Newton with a 1-yard touchdown run. And threatening, they have a first down on the 31 of the Bucks. And going deep into the end zone, Jericho Cutchery, touchdown!
End zone, Olsen, leaping catch for the touchdown! Extra men on the rush. Newton steps into it. He's got Brown wide open. And Corey Brown is gone. 20, 10, touchdown Carolina. On the stairway waiting for a souvenir. 3rd and goal. Here comes Cam. He got it. Touchdown. Sean Weatherspoon came out of there celebrating for Arizona, but the touchdown call came early. 3rd down and 10. It's Newton being chased down from behind. Powers doesn't get there, and we'll see where they mark it. Looks like enough for a first down. Continue to run it. He is in for the touchdown. You see these two, Trey Turner and Ryan Khalil, they pull out. This is a quarterback keeper the entire way, and he finishes this off with his Superman impersonation. He didn't have to go over the top, but he decides to, and they drive the ball down the field, and it has continued tonight. Newton keeps it. End zone passes. Caught for the touchdown. Funches. And they keep pouring the coals on the fire.
3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He gets away, and then it is caught on the outside by Olsen. To the 19-yard line. You had T.J. Ward coming. You had Darian Stewart, who was lined up about 15 yards downfield.
What a great quarterback can do, because you get all these guys blitzing. When they stay in the block, the guys that have man coverage on them go after them. So now if you spin out, once they start blitzing, there's nobody there. And because Cam Newton's such a great athlete.
Time, the longest drive in terms of plays in Panther history. Play number 18. And it's Newton to the end zone, and Cam Newton has a touchdown.
That's a record setter.
Reached for it, got the pylon. He said there's no dab this year.
Out on the 49er defense. And Newton's a throw. And airing it out for Gibb. And he drops it in. It's a catch. On 3rd down for the end zone. Devin Funches hangs on. It's a touchdown for Carolina. He kept his feet in. 2nd and goal. Paying the back. Cam Newton has it, and Cam Newton is in the end zone. Touchdown.
All receivers out. Newton close to the end zone. Touchdown to Devin Funches.
BW Webb
missed one earlier, holds on here. Sorry.
Yeah, and BW Webb, you can see right there's a conversation.
First 1st and goal at the 1. Newton gonna throw it. Off balance, toss for a touchdown to Ed Dixon. How about that throw?
I tell you, this is unbelievable because Mike Tolbert and Ed Dixon are the receivers on this play. Both of them get tripped up. Ed Dixon, here's Mike Tolbert, watch. Trapped up, trip, boom. They're both on the ground right now. Cam's like, you guys are my 2 first options in this play. Get up.
I don't know how he threw that ball. Look, watch his body twisting.
It's like he pushed it. He didn't even throw it.
Tackle playing the 3rd tight end. Cam Newton play fake. He's got the football. He's heading for the corner. He took a hit from Cameron Jordan. Olsen to the left. Newton throws, and it's caught by Funchess. It's good. The 2-point conversion is good, and Carolina has come all the way back. Since the start of the game, they've trailed.
They'll try and tell you there's not, but, I mean, you had Buffalo earlier this year, Pittsburgh and Cleveland last year. They all look the same.
Newton throws and completes to Kelvin Benjamin. He keeps going down to the 15-yard line. The big receiver, tough to handle.
For Carolina, just across the 30-yard line. Newton will run it. Cam Newton down the sideline. A design play for Newton. And he circled around Frank Zone. Stewart in the backfield. Newton looking to run it. Newton keeps the legs moving. Newton lunging to the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, all 6'5" of him. 2 minutes to play, first half. Newton on a 1st and 10, has the time. Newton delivers, end zone, touchdown, Devin Funchess. Cam Newton with a strike on a long ball, 38 yards.
6 to the half. Newton stepping up in the pocket, under pressure, throwing it. He would be the first guy in the league, at least to my knowledge, or knowledge, who had a touchdown taken away and a touchdown given back through replay.
The left one, no question, and the right foot.
It is a touchdown.
There you go. What a catch.
That's his first touchdown of the season. He almost had it, but it was negated by a penalty. Now he gets one that they rule incomplete.
Stewart back in after sitting out that last snap. Set it up with the long run. Cam's going to keep it. Cam has an opening, has the edge, and has the end zone.
Well, he made that look easy. Good job that time with the left tackle, Mike Rimmers.
There he goes deep down the field, and a beautiful throw. No one's going to catch Ginn. He's going all the way for the touchdown. 88 yards. Cam Newton put it right on the money. And the Panthers with their 2nd touchdown of the quarter.
Here he is, Ted Ginn, just going to go right down the middle of the field. And Cam Newton once again just hangs in there. No pressure, leads him across the field is what you want to do, not up the field. And Ted Ginn.
It's more like 3rd and 2. Cam. He's going to go for the deep ball again. Benjamin jumps and holds on to it. What a grab. Touchdown, Carolina. His first catch of the game, and it's a big one. 44 yards and the touchdown.
Steven Terrell comes in to replace him. He spelled him last week in the Tampa Bay game. Now it's 3rd and 17. 3-man rush. Newton going all the way deep downfield, and it is caught for the touchdown by Ted Ginn. So they go deep downfield. Thomas out of the game. 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line. Benjamin and Funchess to the right to throw to Funchess. He's got it for a touchdown. They beat the rookie Trevon Williams.
With back-to-back winning records in the 22-year history of the franchise. Newton deep to the end zone, wide open. Touchdown, Ted Ginn.
You see Dante Whitner.
And with the trust factor, with the big body across the middle.
Jump ball. And it is a touchdown to Kelvin Benjamin. So after all of that, they get into the end zone. All right, fellas, now let me ask you, do you go for the win? Why not?
They're down at 8. Wide open. And making a catch. And cutting back to the inside and getting into the end zone. The first time he touches the ball as a Panther is Russell Shepard.
Each team with all 3 timeouts left. Newton wide open is Benjamin. And Kelvin Benjamin, with a man to beat, is tripped up. 3 points right now. 2nd and 6. Newton, end zone, alone again. Touchdown Funchess. And there are breakdowns in this Patriots secondary. Newton keeps. Pass caught for the touchdown. Devin Funchess. Newton keeps. Lowers his shoulder and takes it in for the touchdown.
Cam Newton is as big as most of these guys that are trying.
Newton fires over the middle. It's Dixon again. Dixon breaks free. Still on his feet. And he is finally brought down inside the 5. Play clock is at 2. Off the fake to Stewart. Newton to a wide open Dixon. And Ed Dixon is inside the 20. And finally, third down and 7. Newton, loads of time. Now he throws to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Devin Funchess back home. From the 31 on first down. Newton fires downfield to the end zone. Touchdown, Kelvin Benjamin.
8th consecutive pass.
Continuing his streak for the last 2 weeks.
Keeps the football. Takes off to the end zone for the touchdown. Again, they're coming after him, and he's taken off. He's flying. Did he sail over the pylon? Are you going to say he was out? Oh, I'll tell you what.
How long is he? Look at this.
That.
Well.
In the pocket for Benjamin in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin from Cam Newton.
On 2nd and 4, here's Newton. Keeps it. Open field. Who's going to bring him down? Kind of runs into a tackle. Got a great block along the way from Russ. Newton hangs in, now flushed out to his right. Can he get there? Ball's out. Recovered. Touchdown. Before that ball was out, the call was touchdown. The look at the very end.
The half between a touchdown and a field goal try for Carolina. 4-man rush, flag down, throw to the end zone, caught by Dixon for a touchdown. If it stands, but there was a flag thrown along the line. Surprise, provide support for other families impacted by congenital heart disease. Cam Newton may go. He's ahead of the field, and they run him down inside the 20-yard line. Poor Dre Tankersley saved the touchdown.
Unbelievable. Side of your screen. Alonzo fails to fall back, and Carolina, with a simple zone read, is pounding the Dolphins. Cam Newton, I know he had a 72-yard run earlier in his year converted.
They're 0 for 3 today. And it'll be Newton who will stiff arm his way into the end zone. Shoved aside Bruce Carter. And Cam Newton with his fifth to your screen. And McCaffrey in motion. And they're rolling, and Newton will run it himself. And he somersaults into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Newton giving himself up. And now he'll make sure somebody gets that football.
Under 5 to go. Newton has to pull it down. Kikaha chasing him from behind. And a big gain. Newton still going. Cuts across the field to the 25.
Newton's got time. Now he's breaking down on it. Backpedals to get away from it. Off his back foot, he finds the man wide open. Funches for the touchdown.
To see him by time. Griffin gets up the field. Hunter gets up, and they both have him, and he just skates. And then the ability to keep his eyes downfield.
2nd and 5. Newton. Wide open. Newton. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And then has it all the way to the 6 as Waynes tried to strip it away. Newton.
Well, you're going to see right here. You know who's designed to stop the run from the quarterback? Andrew Sendejo, and he's one-on-one with Cam Newton. And Cam says, you're not making that tackle, and what a play.
Boy, they've had a tough time down here, and Christian McCaffrey with 8 touches on this drive. The only reason he didn't get it on the last play was because he was on the sidelines, but they've got him in the game now, right alongside Cam Newton.
15th play of the drive. Newton finds it. McCaffrey, touchdown. What a drive for the rookie. Newton lets it fly. Olsen, a walk-in touchdown. On first down, Newton keeps. Bird, touchdown. His second.
First and goal from the 2. Newton lost the football and then takes it in for a Panthers touchdown.
Wow. Can't believe that happened. Birthday candle for his son. Today is Cam.
3 tight ends in the game for Carolina. Cam keeps pass, caught, bunches, touchdown. And after running 16 plays total over their first 4 drives, they have a 16-play drive. No first downs this half for Carolina. This one downfield, Funches. What a catch!
Significant injury.
On second down, pass is caught. That is McCaffrey. And in the foot race, McCaffrey to the end zone. A dome silencer from Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey.
Cam likes to keep it.
Zips it in there, and that's a touchdown. Torrey Smith hangs on to this one.
As you see him here, runs a simple post pattern. Cam just lasers it
against the Eagles last year. That ball again complete. This time to the rookie. DJ Moore has some room. DJ Moore, touchdown Panthers. 51-yard score.
3rd and goal at the 3. Newton. And in for the touchdown. Number 56. The most ever by a quarterback. 2-yard touchdown run, Cam Newton. 2nd down and goal at the 5. Newton, a 2nd rushing touchdown. Bulldozing his way from 5.
And the Panthers extend their lead over the Cincinnati Bengals.
Samuel in motion, a handoff to McCaffrey, and then he flips it back to DJ Moore. Moore still on his feet across midfield and tackled by Curtis Riley in Giants territory.
On the reverse, all these guys will get blocks, and that's fine. But of course, watch number 1 right here. It's going to get more attention because the quarterback, look at what he does. He absolutely decimates.
Adam Thielen off to a great start. Second down and 9 as Newton runs for a first down and more. Will be marked down where he first hit the Panthers so far in this first half. Newton fires, end zone, touchdown, Funchess. Three. Newton to the end zone, Funchess, touchdown. Touchdowns for Carolina on back-to-back drives. Newton connects with Funchess. Plays coming into this game. Newton goes deep, and it's caught by Jarius Wright at the Eagles' 25-yard line. McCaffrey lined up behind him. Extra blockers on the left side. Newton fakes the handoff, throws, end zone, touchdown! Greg Olsen. The Panthers with touchdowns on 3 straight possessions in the fourth quarter.
How about that? Touchdown, Newton. End zone. Touchdown. Greg Olsen. Second and 9, and Newton throw out of his end zone. Going to go down the far side, complete to DJ Moore, out to the 35-yard line and a first down.
Get 3 possessions the rest of the way.
Newton with a keeper, to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone.
Third and goal. Newton to the end zone. What a catch by Greg Olsen. Spectacular for a Panthers touchdown. He split out to the right. Newton on second and 15 to the end zone for Samuel. He makes the catch. Touchdown. His second of today's game. Curtis Samuel. And the Panthers off the fake to McCaffrey. Newton to the end zone. Wide open for a touchdown. Greg Olsen. Keen on the clock. Newton looking end zone. He throws. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown. DJ Moore.
5-man rush. Newton steps up. Pressure and gets by the flat car for a first down and more. Newton into Seattle territory. He had his chance, but he couldn't bring down.
Second down and 11. Newton throws, and it's caught by Curtis Samuel. Samuel got his cleat caught up in the turf, and he will be out of bounds. 31 on the play.
Vontae Harris is really close here, but when you sell out like that.
They fake it to McCaffrey. Has a man, Samuel. Nice grab. Curtis Samuel with a... After the 209-yard day last week against the Rams. Here's one over the middle, and that's Olsen. One man to beat inside the 45, and a big play to start the second. So now second down and 10. Pass down the middle, wide open. It's caught. Olsen, another big one down near the 21.
And Newton takes it in for the touchdown.
Who's guarding Burkhead down at the bottom? Is he going to motion? Who's coming with him? And then you've got your play. You like it? Go ahead and snap it.
He's going to run it. Inside the 10, inside the 5, and touchdown call on the field. For the second time in this game.
Hey, you got to spike it down. You got to spike it down.
Here, you do it, David Andrews.
Big clock at 3. Adams rushing again. Newton escapes, fires, and it's caught. Edelman makes the catch at the 40.
Some of them saw it, some of them didn't, messed up their count, and they gave up an easy touchdown.
Beautiful design from the 23-yard line. Newton sliding left, and he's going to air it out deep downfield and lunging for it and making the grab.
He throws Cam Newton's making the night. I haven't seen him throw the ball like this.
Tremendous.
He's healthy. He's feeling good.
Can he run it in? Yes, he can. So Newton takes it in for his
2nd and 8. Dancing around. What a move. Couple of moves by Newton. First time he's ripped off a long run in this game. And he knows that was a huge play.
The completion, they got up on the line.
Ojemudia was the one who made the tackle. Here goes Cam, 1st and 10, galloping up the middle, chased by Jewell, getting a block downfield from the receiver, Harry, and runs into the tackle of Simmons. 8th play of the drive, over 3 minutes on the drive, 2nd and 13. It's White, Edelman throwing again, he's got Newton, and on a beat on him, Ojemudia could not bring him down, and he's shoved out of bounds by Simmons.
Allen said that Diggs is a rah-rah guy. He's never heard a complaint or a negative comment from him. The toss ahead to Ryan Izzo. Cam Newton working from the gun. Newton takes it in. Touchdown, Patriots. Decisive. 1st down and 10 off the play fake. Newton thought about it and able to complete for Myers. 1st down and goal from the 5. Cam's going to keep it. Newton trying to get there, and they're going to give it to him. Touchdown, Cam Newton. And there you have it, the first quarter offensive touchdown of the season for the New England Patriots.
By Cam Newton. Just riding Rex Burkhead into the line of scrimmage. You see the outside linebacker, Bryce Huff, kind of gets caught in no man's land, and then Cam just uses that big body of his to stretch the ball out over the goal line.
Only Cam's 2nd incompletion all game, and the first real deep shot they've taken. 2nd and 10, Jets bring the pressure. Newton able to sidestep it momentarily, still on his feet, and able to get rid of it. Amazing to Jacoby Myers. 1st down, and maybe that will spark New England.
Much Longy here, and then Burkhead's going to come up and get a little piece of him just to give Cam a few seconds, and then just the strength of Cam Newton to find some kind of play.
Here's Newton trying to get there. Looks like he does. Touchdown, Patriots. And an extra point away from tying the game.
And that's just what you want right in here. Your 3 best players.
I think that's a good call. That's
3 wide receivers on the bottom of your screen for the Patriots. Cam has time. He's taking a deep shot down the field. He's got Bird down there. What a catch! Touchdown, New England!
2nd-minute drive to open the game, 3rd and goal. Cam leaping. That's the touchdown. Book it right there. He goes in on a dive from a yard away. And now, for a 3rd season, Newton has had 10 rushing touchdowns or more, extending his own NFL record.
But this drive was all about running the football, the job that the offense... sandwiched between Hallis and Landry is Belichick. Newton puts it up and has a receiver for a big gain on the first.
From the 9, Whiten's in there. Keel Harry in motion. Cam doesn't feel the pressure. Somehow got out of there. Cam, he'll get to the end zone for the touchdown. Cam Newton the hard way. Mario Addison had him, and then he didn't. Superman in the house.
Just keep an eye. Just watch number 1. Just have some fun watching. This looks like 2015, Cam, as far as hey, look, everything's covered up. Mario Addison, oh, I got you. Oh, no, I don't have you. Let me escape out here to the left. Jermaine Edmonds comes up. Oh, you don't have me either. Quentin Jefferson.
Myers again in motion. There's the RPO that we talked about. Newton will keep it himself, and Newton is across midfield, and he's to the outside. He's inside Jets territory. Makes a man miss as he gets inside the 15-yard line.
We had a great talk with Cam Newton, and despite the struggles, he was incredibly positive. Talked about still enjoying being out there. You could see
the ball off, and then they flip it to Myers, who will throw it to Cam Newton. He's open inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. The former quarterback, Jacoby Myers, hits the athlete Cam Newton for the touchdown pass of 19 yards.
They're going to run a little reverse here. Jacoby Myers is going to come this way, and then he's going to hit Cam Newton with the pass into the end zone. Watch Cam just kind of slip out right here. Nobody's watching him. And then his former quarterback that went to his camp that he worked with.
Just 3 days ago, McCaffrey split out wide to the right. Newton takes the snap, and he is in for a Panthers touchdown.
This is what makes Cam Newton so special. Everybody knows he is keeping the football. They run the power roll.
1st and goal from the Arizona 2. Newton throws, end zone, touchdown, Robbie Anderson. On Newton's first pass attempt in his return.
1st down and goal. They got the 1st down to the 10-yard line. Newton on a design keep. He'll throw to the end zone instead, and it's DJ Moore for the touchdown. Started to run. Cam Newton will keep. Got a block. Cam inside the 20. Loping to the 10. And Cam Newton will take it all the way for the touchdown.
Doing the TO. And they're going to read the end, number 57 right there. But this is the most important part, that block on the outside by Ian Thomas. That's what springs Cam.
He's also rushed for 19. Newton stepping up and throwing for McCaffrey. He's got a touchdown!
Then Cam Newton. He's got it. And Cam Newton hits a wall. Then his second effort, touchdown, Carolina.
9th play of the drive. On 3rd down, it's Newton after the fake to Hubbard. Newton to the end zone, touchdown. Newton on 2nd down will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ran it in from 4 yards out. And now the Panthers go for 2. Newton throws, corner of the end zone. What a catch by DJ Moore. What a catch.
Hubbard motioning out of the backfield. Newton will keep a designed run and a big hole for Cam Newton with a hesitation and blasting down the sidelines to the Tampa Bay 10.
Sharper than targets, lead when I ride these beats at a level they ain't never gonna match. Too quick, running up like Dash. I'm on a mission, I gotta get that bag. And I know they said that I wouldn't be Jack. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Cause I can't stand half these cats. Grind away